Check, 1, 2. All right, looks like we are doing better now. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Let's make sure we can hear everything on the stream. Check, 1, 2. Good deal. It is going just fine. So let me go ahead and back that off. Get back to where we're at. All right. So, like I said, we left off. Make sure this is right down here. Okay. So we left off then with these tabs. And hopefully, let me go back to my chat. I don't need you to upgrade me now. I just need you to let me have my chat. See who's chatting. Okay, we got one viewer. Hopefully, we won't have any issues this time. Okay. All right. So we left off. Go back to the tabs here. Yes. We're up here on the slide. Okay. So far, just go from the top and we'll see what we got. Where am I at? I've lost myself. Oh, okay. And that I talked about this. I wish I could figure out where I left off. Anyway, I learned this from Eric Clapton when he was playing bluesy stuff. And that's kind of part of the backtracking thing that I talk about too on my channel. Bryan Sutton also does this when he plays a C run. So it's that little bar with the middle finger, then open. All right. It could be a hammer-on or a slide. And I talked about these being ghost notes. Okay, I'm going to kind of rush through this because I don't know where I left off. But these are ghost notes, which means I think Bryan either missed that note or he intended to play it and it was kind of muted. And so when you see that, a lot of times when you have these ghost notes, it's good. You'll see another one down here when we get to it. It's good to go ahead and play that note because it kind of keeps the picking in time. It keeps everything going right. Okay, so very important. If you see a ghost note, just go ahead and play it. And once again, I was talking about too, if you don't know how to read these eighth notes, each one of these represents half of a beat. Okay, so we have a beat 1, the 1 and, beat 2 and 3 and 4 and those correspond with your down and ups. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, if you have something like, for example, we have either a slide or we have pull-offs and hammer-ons, different things like that, it takes up one of the pick strokes. Okay, so what that means is if I play this 2, if I go back from the slide, that would usually be down, up. Since we're eliminating that stroke, this is going to be down, up, down. So since we're eliminating the up, we're playing 2 downs in a row. Down. Okay, and then that too would be an up. But usually when you get used to playing it so much, you can kind of break that rule. That brings us up to here. So that's just going to a C right here. Apologies for all the dogs. All right, it's just going to C right here. And then just a plain old C run. So 1, 2, 1. And then this weird thing you want to do with your ring finger. And that's a slide where you're holding the the first fret down as well. Once again, we have this. Same thing here. It's up here. So that happens quite a few times. Okay, that's kind of difficult. This whole spot right here, from this part to this part, is kind of tricky timing-wise. I would recommend probably doing 2 ups on this one, the up and up right here, so that you can hit a down here and then a forceful down there, get a little bit more attack. Kind of like a real mini sweep. Let's check the string one more time. Looks like we're doing good. Good job. Thanks, Kaylee. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so that leaves us down here. Let's go back to this C. We got this big long run. This is the big bluesy run, okay, from here. Once again, there's a ghost note right here that I recommend you go ahead and play because it makes the picking just line up, makes everything just line up. Now here, we're going to be stretching all the way to the 5th fret from the capo. Okay, so what I want you to do is kind of imagine the pentatonic scale. And that's kind of a stretch we're going to need. What we're going to need to do is pick this first finger up, though. That open string, that's another thing. If we didn't have that open string, we'd have to jump over there, and there's nothing there's a gap there that it feels like it needs to be filled. And so when that D string is ringing out, the open strings are key in bluegrass guitar. I talk about this a lot in my Bluegrass Guitar Essentials course. And they let you go from one area of the fretboard to the next, because a lot of times as guitarists, I know when I was first starting out, you have this tendency to grab a hold of chords and not let those go. But when you have an open string, you can feel free to kind of like lift off and fly around different places, and there's no problem there. Just in that amount of time, I can go from here all the way to the neck, okay? Just one open string. Sometimes you have 2, like this one right here. That has 2 open strings. Actually, there's one here that you pull off of, and then you come back down to. All right, so definitely play that string there, all right? And we're going to go slide from that 5th to the 6th, and that's part of this pentatonic. So we're going to the more bluesy thing. And here's another tricky thing. You want to lift off that first finger, lift off that open string. What I had a tendency to do was do this. Because I'm used to going, because that's part of the pentatonic. But this has a little bit of the, I would say, either major or minor scale in it. Probably the major scale. Okay, so back to that, the hammer-ons there, right here. The open string there allows us to go back down. This one allows us to go back up. And then this one allows us to go back down. So we need to come down 3. That's tricky. You might want to practice that several times. And that leads us down here. this part, it was kind of muffled. Not muffled, but it was kind of in the background. So by the time I got to the end of this, the guitar kind of faded out and the other instruments kind of faded in, and it was hard to hear what he was doing. So this is all kind of guesswork. From this point on is all guesswork, okay? So this isn't, I won't say 100% that's what he did, but based on what I was hearing, this is kind of the best way I could think of doing it. So it's foreign to me, so I need to go back here and listen to it so I can see what's going on. Let's go back here. Bum, 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 bum. You want to leave that finger on the 3rd fret. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So that makes sense to me. That's the 1st fret pull off again. Pull off. That's kind of a cross pick here. Okay, so that's. I look back. It goes back into that part, okay? So let's go back and see how fast we can play this. So this is going to be tough. I don't know it all completely right now, so let's make sure the audio is there so we can try to play this, all right? Make sure everything's there, and we'll ramp it up and see what we can do and kind of show you how I would practice this if this were me. Now, the tabs are here for you, but like I said, I did all this just by listening to the track and figuring out exactly where everything was. Tedious work, but trust me, it was worth it, and it will be worth it, because now, the more I play this solo, the more I'll learn different licks I can use with the Gilbert family and other songs. You can just take this bag of tricks, take this little bit of licks and things, put it in your bag of tricks, and copy and paste it somewhere else. All right, good. Looks like everything's going all right. So I'm just going to go back to my live stream. All right, so let's try this working together on this, all right? I'm going to do a count in. I'm not going to worry about or just concentrate with these stupid dogs. I'm not going to worry about the metronome. Make sure you guys can see my hands. Let's go down just a little bit more. All right, then we're going to try this, all right? This may be too fast. I'll start it and see what happens. Oops. Try it again. Oh, almost had it. Let's go back here to this one part. That's the tough one. And my habit is to hammer on to that open string to that 2nd fret. But what I need to do is just go form that G. Okay, and then I can go. Okay, so let's go back to that little hammer on spot again. Now, you see me, I'm wanting to hit something there. Well, I need to make sure I hit the right note. It is this D. And if you go from here to here, you're going to mess it up. Because it has to have that open string. So what I may want to practice is okay, once again. It's tough. Go back to the front. 4-1. Ah, that's tough. That's because I haven't memorized it all yet. The key is you got to memorize it, all right? So I'm not going to get it all the way through because I can't sight read this stuff very well. So let me back this out then to where I could go to fit the page. Oh, that's too small. Let's go back to 100% and just go this far. It might be blurry for you guys, but this is what I need to see what I'm doing. That's tricky here, right here. I'm not used to that resolution right there. So we're going to go back to right there. Now, here, I would probably recommend doing 2 upstrokes. That way I can hit this with 2 hard attacks on the down. That's tough. That's at the bottom here. That's this stuff. Okay, now I would practice this just as you've seen me do this, a little bit at a time. Okay, so there's another song that Bryan plays a solo on. Is a little at a time. I may have to do that one. I've got my own, but I may have to try to transcribe that one. That may be the next one. I don't know, with the Easter Brothers. But anyway, that's how I would practice this. But I would also go up here and just use this gauge so that I could speed it up a little bit at a time and try to get up to 100%. Now, once again, 100% is huge. I can't do it right now. So I don't even know if I can get it that fast. That's how fast it's going on the track. And so you could actually do that with the track too. You could slow it down till you feel comfortable with it and then just gradually speed it up and try to play along with it. But that is a very, very tough solo. Okay, so that's how I would just ramp that up and work on it. I'm going to try to work on these tabs here and then get them up to you guys as soon as I can. For now, that has been the show. Thanks, Jacob and Kaylee and all the other people that watch this for watching. The sun has now set, so there's no light on my face, but hopefully you can see everything on the guitar. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please subscribe. Click the like button if you like this. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Now I know to do this on a browser that don't have tons of tabs. Okay, check those links out below as well. And the tabs will be available as soon as I can get to them. I'm going to take a short break and then probably work on these inside the house. And then upload these to that website, everybody.com/tabs, everybody.com/courses. You can check the videos or the courses out from my Bluegrass Guitar Essentials, Beginner Bluegrass Guitar, Bluegrass Guitar Arpeggios, and my brand new course, The Creative Guitarist, which is available on sale for half off through the end of September. Okay, so use the coupon code TCG50OFF. Don't confuse the 0 and the O. It's an actual 0 and the letters O. TCG50 off. And if you go to courses, everybody.com/courses, you can, what you'll do is you'll begin the course of The Creative Guitarist and then just work your way through the free lessons and everything. And eventually it will tell you you have to log in and purchase this course. And when you do, that's when you enter the code. It will take you to a screen where you could agree to the whatever the terms of service or whatever that is. It will ask you a question. Where do you hear about The Creative Guitarist? You can either answer that or not answer it. That's totally optional. And then it will proceed to where you can put the code in to get your 50% off the entire course online. It's got a 30,000 word course curriculum to it. It's got a private Facebook community that I'm starting and trying to get some people to populate that so that we can do more stuff like this in that. I'm hoping to host my first Creative Guitarist live stream very soon. So without any further ado, I'm going to get off here before this thing crashes and messes everything else up again. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And please do check out the links below. And go support Bryan. Check him out at Artist Works. You can find him there. And on Instagram, he does a lot of good stuff on that as well. Thanks so much. We'll see you later.